Over the past few years, I've made some pretty cool AI tech. From my custom video and image generation system to AI anime girls running around on Discord playing video games and getting mad at you. I've done it all. I'm even working on a fully local AI companion that you run all on your own hardware. So you don't gotta do any of that subscription or anything stuff. It's called Akari, but that's besides the point. That's not what this video is about. I wanted to challenge myself to make an AI girlfriend in 7 days. Ran mobile. Now, what do you mean ran mobile? I mean run on your phone. You could take your AI girlfriend to the park, show her the swings, and then she could yell at you because she's not physically there to get on the swings. That's the kind of stuff that I'm going for here. I also wanted to challenge myself to do it without the crutch of any of my previous work. None of my pre-trained language models or language models I've developed from scratch. Any systems or anything that you would not have readily available, I cannot use. So you can kind of think of it as a pseudo how-to if you want to follow along at home. I have 7 days. Let's start by breaking down the hardware. On this side of my goon cave slash man cave slash office, we have what I call the CAS Nexus. Now, this bad boy is responsible for running pretty much my entire company. Everything that I've ever done lives and runs off of this server. I got tired of paying cloud stuff. Long run, it's really cheaper just to, anyways, I'm not gonna get into it. In here, there is some pretty crazy compute. A couple RTX 6000 Pros, a little bit of H200s, a little mix of Blackwell and Hopper, you know, the best of both worlds, and also it didn't fit my budget to go all Blackwell. But we're not going to be focused on the entire server. The only thing that we are going to be focusing on is this node right here. This I call the N01 node. This currently runs our Discord bot, Nagi. She talks with you, remembers you, plays music for you, does some, you know, some light research, plays some games with you. Some very minor stuff. However, I can section this guy out. Now, obviously, not everyone has access to unusable and really dumb amount of hardware that I have to trick myself into thinking was needed. So, I'm gonna section it off. 12 gigabytes of VRAM, 32 gigabytes of RAM, lowering that speed a little bit, and enough compute to compare to around a 3rd gen Ryzen 5. So essentially, think 3060, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, and a 3rd gen Ryzen 5. Super doable. You can find builds like this for $500 to $600 on Facebook Marketplace. The next most important thing is it's gotta be mobile. So I gotta have a nice phone. Now, Tim Cook would not like me doing this on an iPhone. I also don't think it's possible. So I went with the next best option. Enter the S26 Ultra. Now you might be wondering, why me, of all people, Mr. Apple, would choose this. I didn't really have a choice, but it's not much of a compromise either. You get a close to 4K display, OLED, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and plenty of processing power. And it honestly looks really sharp. Another thing that's gonna be super important is that facial recognition camera. Obviously, we're gonna want our girlfriend to know when she's talking to us and when she's talking to your jealous brother. So, very important, gonna need that as well. And I gotta be honest, I've never developed an app. I've never owned an Android device. This is all gonna be new to me. So, we need to take a